Hey, silver tubers. It's MrZeke, coming to you from the silver pouring bench. There's absolutely, positively nothing special about this video. I'm just going to pour some of those experimental tokens that Mike GPO unboxed. I don't even know how many I'm going to pour. I'm just going to pour them. Not going to do much talking. But at the end, I'm going to do a contest. So, not really well, yeah, I guess you could call it a contest. It's a request, and I'll explain it at the end of this video. So, for now, let's get our safety equipment on, as we always do when we pour. Start with the glasses. Got to protect the eyes. You only get 2 of them till they figure out how to implant robot eyes into our heads. I can't wait for those days. Everybody thinks Skynet's evil, but I don't know. I'm all about that. I think maybe if we could get some $6 million man parts, not $6 million man parts, but you know what I meant. Bionics. I think I'm down with some bionics. I'd take some bionics. These are supposed to pour out to 1 ounce when it's full, but I don't have even weight amount of silver in the crucible, so they're going to pour out to whatever they pour out to. That one's got a little bit of a dome on it, but it's good pour nonetheless. We'll go ahead and dump it right up here. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. And I'm going to pour another one. I'm just going to pour this crucible till it's empty into the same mold. I'm going to make a few of these. There we go. I need a better setup so that I'm not in the way when you're watching it cool, because they're cooling in a really cool fashion. I need to change my camera angle. But as you know, I don't show my face in the videos, or else folks would probably stop watching. Although I did trim up the, I did some manscaping today. I trimmed up the beard. It was getting a little out of hand. So, but that's beside the point. So, let's go ahead and dump that one. Pour the next one. Like I said, I don't know how many of these I want to pour today. That one's you can see that one's a little bit smaller than the first one. So, let's go ahead and pour the next one. I think that first one's probably a little overweight. Needs to go on a bit of a diet. Cut back on the brewskis. That one's definitely overweight. Like I said, this is a 1 ounce round mold, but unless you have something, capping it, it's going to over pour. Dump that one. Oh yeah, that one's way overweight. In fact, I don't like how overweight it is. That one's going back into the furnace. Oh yeah, splatter, splatter, splatter. I don't mind a little overweight, but that one was just almost bulbous. So I hope everybody's having a good week this week so far. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, which means we're halfway there, which is good, right? I've just been out and about, tooling around today, doing different things. Took the day off from the silver shop. I been at it 7 days a week now for a while, and it's time to slow down a wee bit. I love these things because they're kind of, once they've been stamped, they're stackable. And so, they're not even in view. There we go. Now you can see them. I like them because they got a little rim around them too. It's coin mold. I need to get a couple more of these coin molds so that I can pour them. I like the shape. It's very simplistic. There we go. That one's not quite as over poured, which is what I was going for. So drop that. Drop it like it's hot. There you go. And we'll just set that one right on top. We're building ourselves a nice little stack here. Yes. Yes, there we are. These hand-poured planchettes, if you will. And we're going to go over to the pouring bench and we're going to stamp them here in a little bit. I think I've got enough to pour one more, at least in the furnace right now. I'd like to pour a bunch of these, just one after another. Ooh, I even bumped the camera on that one. That one got a little wild. Little too much over pour on the edges of that one. So we're gonna drop that one back in there. I'm going to pause the video. I shall be back. So we're back, and now we are at the stamping station, which is simply a bench vise. But I did notice that in a previous video there was someone stamping and they put a sheet of paper down because this portion of the anvil has a machined pattern to it, and I actually kind of like it, and so we're going to leave it raw, and we're going to go ahead and stamp one or two of these. The hardest part is getting the stamp lined up in the center so we don't get an off-center stamp. See, like that's off-center. I never know if it's going to be off-center until I've struck it. So, and this will also in effect flatten the bottom. Oh, look at that. So there we have the, put that there. There we have the tree, pretty centered, and the back flattened with that line, that textured, where I can type, or where I can stamp 999 and then the weight. And so let's stamp one more. Yeah, here we go. And adjusting how you hold the stamp provides for a flatter back. Alright, so that's number 2. And there we have it with the rim around the edge and the flatter back. So once this tumbles, this will tumble up nice and clean, and still somewhat beveled on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the rest of these off camera, and I'll be back in a minute. So there you have it, silver tubers. A stack of MrZeke Tree of Life tokens. I love how nice they stack, just like that. Now, as I said at the beginning, I had an announcement to make at the end of this video, if you're still watching. Bully for you. I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic these days. Many of you know, I don't keep records as to who I pour and what I pour for over the last year and a half or so. And so here is how this is going to work. I'm just curious who all out there has some of my poured silver. So I'm not a huge fan of VRs or video requests or anything like that, but this is not going to be a I want in drawing. To be part of this, you need to do a video showing your MrZeke pours from the Tree of Life pouring bench, so that I can see where my silver has ended up, and who all got what pours. And hopefully that'll help people get some subscribers as they see the title. And at the end, we're going to run this for a week. So today is the 13th. So we're going to run this till the 20th of this month. At the end of the 20th, I am going to accumulate all of the names of everyone who's done a video showing the silver that I poured for them, and draw out of that group a winner, and the winner will receive one of these MrZeke tokens, the Tree of Life token, and it will be stamped on the back with the weight and the purity, and it will be stamped 001. And so if you do a video, I would ask that you email me a link, or at least send me an email showing that you've done a video. I'm going to put my email address in the bottom, that way I can keep a list and watch the videos, because I know there are people out there that have my silver that I have poured, that YouTube has seen fit to unsub me from. And so in the meantime, I hope everybody enjoyed watching the pouring and the stamping and all the tomfoolery and shenanigans that goes along with the silver pouring bench videos. I appreciate everybody watching, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week. There are no exclusions from this. I don't care if you live overseas, underseas, overland, wherever you live. I will pay the shipping cost. You will get your token. So I appreciate everybody watching. I know this was a longer video, but as I said, I'm feeling a little nostalgic, and because I don't keep records, I don't know where it's all gone, and so I'd like to see it. So in the meantime, cheers. MrZeke from the Silver Pouring Bench.